Yeah, I got a text from Greece. He's like, okay. But I do want to.
Is it this ad or is it
Keep that picture. Oh, that's good.
All right, and welcome back to the 16th season of the TCAN Gold Club Fantasy Football League. This is the official podcast. We're now licensed and able to drive. It's crazy. I don't know if this is good for you or not. We'll find out in post. But with me, I have our commissioner, David Hardy, and my co-host, Justin Floody, to recap the draft that I skipped this past weekend. So let's hear about it. Bama, kick us off.
Oh man, we had a great weekend. Big shout out to your proxy, Chris Schultz, who was had enough hospitality to host us this weekend. We really appreciate him hooking us up with that sweet mountain house or granite house.
Did y'all go to the lake? It was on a lake, right? But you couldn't.
The lake was like
It's not on a lake.
Don't
give me that
was
bullshit.
600 yards away, something like that. It was a hike, and Callahan was the only one that even ventured a thought about going down there, and I don't know how far he made it. But we were when we played golf, those of us that were there for golf on Friday morning, which Floody and Holt and myself dominated, 500 to I think plus 1,000. Now were they even par?
I think they were even par. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was really
there's a controversy about that. I don't think there is. They say that
Herman's opinion.
Yeah,
if you have a scramble golf match, and you have one team of 4 and one team of 3, how do you reconcile the fact that they get one extra shot every hole?
You should probably rotate the person.
Rotate what person?
Taking the shot per ball position.
The 3-man team?
Yes.
So the 3-man team would get a 4th shot.
They would get a 4th shot, but it would have to be like Justin would do it, then Bama would do it, then Herman would do it, and just stick to that rotation the whole time.
That's what we would.
Almost like BHJ, or the rotation that we settled on, but the other team was opposed to us taking a 4th shot every time.
Yes.
We followed typical standard scramble rules.
Yes.
I'm sorry they're upset about it.
I think that's fair. So y'all won and their butt hurt?
Oh,
yes.
We whooped their ass.
Yeah. It was and it was a really nice course. It was up there, Arrowhead Point. It was really in good condition, really had some challenging holes and good views of the river. That's as close as we got to the river.
And the lake.
And the lake. And but it was really nice. Great course. Would recommend. Big shout out to Benda and Holt. They put forward some major effort in the events for the weekend. A lot of effort went into the stuff they planned, and between the games that we played and the camaraderie, they did the bourbon tasting and the challenges, the draft instigator of coordinated chaos challenges, the Dick challenges. They were all really fun and well thought out and well planned. And big shout out to those guys for the effort they put forward, and really appreciate our champ and our Sacco making the effort. Maybe the second best Sacco punishment follow through that there has ever been. Number one being the portrait behind me here.
I was going to ask, so it was a good punishment? Because from my perspective, I couldn't tell he got punished at all. Like, I didn't know.
Well, he made 90. He made 90 Jello shots that had a secret ingredient.
Well, hang on. There's a difference between a good Sacco punishment and a well-executed Sacco punishment. This was a well-executed Sacco punishment.
Okay.
I don't
That's kind of
know.
how this was.
For Benda, it was like a reward. You know, you got to play a bunch of mini games and you didn't have to participate.
You have a portrait of me in your house everywhere.
Yeah.
Told my wife never coming down.
Did y'all do 10 new punishments and ranked choice vote and all that?
Yes, Nathan has the results. He has announced the results. at the draft. I don't remember what they were entirely. But he has all his notes with him. I made sure he got them before he left on Sunday. And so he is supposed to send us a recap email with the punishments.
Justin, how confident are you in that being tracked correctly and we're getting an email?
I was pretty confident until we were doing cleanup and all of the papers got thrown in the trash. So we'll see. I think he has a record of it. I don't know if he took a photo, but I'm pretty sure.
2025, we're still doing it on paper.
Oh, hell yeah. No computers at the draft.
And we did vote on some motions. A lot of them failed.
My favorite part.
A lot of them failed. 2 passed. We had the Nathan do your job email about the Sacco punishment, which instigated the use of paper so that it could be done quickly so he wouldn't have to be punished.
Oh, y'all literally voted to do it on paper.
Yeah.
And
we had to do it at the draft.
And there was a fun amendment. Nathan's going to have a new hat to wear soon. When he's ready to showcase that hat, we'll let him do that and explain it then.
Okay.
And then we eliminated the offensive yardage scoring portion of the defense special teams scoring. So those settings have been updated in the league.
That's good. I love that one just because in the other league we don't have that. It was always weird that the defenses are scoring things. I think Sam nominated that because we've gone through the same weird headache every year over that.
There's only 2 other motions worth talking about that did not pass. All the others are just silly. But the IR spot failed again. And
I'll forever build that one down.
What was was it drop a bench spot to become an IR or add an IR on top of it?
Add one.
Oh.
It failed. And then Brian's slap fight motion failed, but some things still happened.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. Maybe we'll save that one.
Yeah. Is there a sneak preview we can get?
A sneak preview?
Well, maybe that's a good segue. So for the viewers at home, all the millions of viewers, I asked these 2 guys to do some draft superlatives for me since I couldn't be at the draft. I wanted to see, who was the MVP, who was the biggest pain in the ass, who was the most friendliest, whatever. I gave them 0 guidelines. So I'm very interested to see what these guys came up with. Do you want to jump into it? You got any more housekeeping? Justin, you got any more draft little nuggets for us?
I hate to say it, but I think it's pretty obvious that this was the least prepared the entire league has been for a draft from a fantasy perspective. Everyone was amped to get away from their families for a weekend. But we showed up, and I'm pretty sure Nathan's draft sheet was from 2023. Andy showed up with a blank pad of paper and just recorded who got drafted, so we didn't do a duplicate.
Yeah, this was the first year we did not have a duplicate nomination.
Andy raw dogged it?
He might have had a sheet, but he didn't really.
Yeah, this is the first year we didn't have a duplicate nomination.
Yeah.
We only had 2 people that bid over their maximum bid and had to chug a beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chug-offs were lacking this year.
Damn.
Everybody was drinking the whole time. Just a lack of chug-offs.
And nobody took a nap mid-draft. So that was
somebody said Nathan fell asleep for a round or 2. But
did Brian and Nathan make it through?
They did. Brian did because he ran out of money.
Taylor, well, so look who's talking. Yeah, so Taylor did his normal strategy of buy really early. So he had 10 people on his team right away. Bama decided to blow his load early and had to sit with only $1 for
4 hours.
4 hours, yeah. And then he had to get 6 players at the very end when nobody else had any money.
So my running backs are so good.
Yeah, so it's an interesting board this year. I feel like it doesn't look like our typical draft board. Everybody's going for a different strategy.
Yeah.
All right. While you were doing that, I was adjusting my ranks because I did it one way and then I was re-looking at them and it just made no sense. I'll explain when I get to that part. So I've been multitasking. I am also unprepared, as sounds like everybody else was. So that's perfectly on brand. All right, who wants to give our first superlative? And if it's okay if you guys step on each other, just both chip in if you have like the same award or person or whatever. I don't know how this is gonna go.
I'm pretty sure we probably have two that are the same. So Bama, if you want to start, I think I know. Actually, I can cue you up for it, and then you can take it. So let me just ask the question: does a bear shit in the woods?
Yes. Most likely to opt for a rustic restroom experience goes to Brian Callahan.
I got to be honest. I don't even remember what led into him deciding to go into the woods to do this. That house had one,
3 bathrooms,
2, 3, 4 bathrooms, and nobody was using any of them when he decided to go outside.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm just sitting at dinner and then I get a message, and I had horrible FOMO all day, so I was like loving any like content I got. Open up a video and it's just Brian showing me his shit in the woods. No context.
You got as much as we did.
I think we instigated. There was some sort of side bet related to it that may have instigated it.
Probably.
And yeah, I have another one for Brian. Most likely to win an auction just to have a receipt.
Explain that one.
There's a lot of players that he didn't really want, but he was trying to bid people up.
Oh yeah.
And so he got them just to get them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Xavier Worthy, he was only bidding on him because I was bidding on him. And
that was the funniest price when I looked at the board.
we started. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I looked at him and I said, "Are you just gonna bid me until you hit your max?" And he didn't really say anything. He just had that dumb smile that he always has. And so I said, "Okay." And so we just went rapid fire, and his max was 20 and mine was 28. So I said 19, he said 20, and I said I'm out. So that was his entire budget on a receiver he didn't care about.
Yeah.
Who's he next to? Oh, Jalen Moore. Yeah, I loved seeing Jalen Moore for $1 next to Xavier Worthy for 20 on the ball. All right, Justin, you do one.
All right. I've got the NL MVP of Nathan O'Connor. So Nathan was on the AL team for beer baseball, and he was so horribly bad at Flip Cup that he is the NL MVP because twice did we hit home runs on him, and it took him I don't know how many minutes collectively to chug these beers.
Longer than it took me the night before.
We scored 50 plus runs just on him alone while Flip Cupping.
Wait, maybe I don't remember the rules.
Benda had a weird rule. Baseball, you shoot, you make a cup, and then they have to drink all the beers in the cups while you're Flip Cupping. Every Flip Cup you get is a run.
I thought Flip Cup was for stealing bases.
It is. He had completely different rules. It was very backwards. But the cups are a full cup for a home run, 3/4 for third, half for second, quarter for first.
When they're lined up on the table.
Huh? When they're lined up on the table just like normal baseball. Yeah. But home run is the first cup and single is the last cup. Yeah. So we just would drain home runs because it's the close cup and they'd have to chug the whole cup. Well, everybody else on the team chugs it fast enough that you only get a couple runs. Nathan, we scored 50 runs on him in just 2 innings. So at the end of the second inning, it was 62-4.
Yeah, I don't know if I like these rules.
No, they're totally backwards. But that's why Nathan gets the NL MVP while on the AL team.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's better than the one I gave for Nathan. So,
what's that one?
Most likely to rely on outdated analytics.
Yeah, I kind of gleaned that just from my first impressions of the draft. I was like, wow, it's a great team 5 years ago. Come to find out, you use some. I mean, isn't AI literally based on old data?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's all trained on just what's out there?
Yeah, and they're very clear about that.
Did he say if he said fantasy football ranks for 2025?
I don't know. He just said chat. Chat told him this. Chat told him that.
So I'd love to see what he's entering into AI prompts. You want to elaborate on that one, or do I already know the whole story?
You what?
No, that was it. And he got.
There's no flavor text. All right, Justin, what's your second one?
All right, I got another one. We'll go with the Slush Fund Instigator Award, and that's going to my good pal Taylor Stout.
Oh yeah.
He was graciously the house for the weekend for pretty much all things card-related gambling, and he started out in the hole a good chunk, and then
Brian almost ruined that one right out the gate.
Yeah. I mean, it was everybody. Everybody was hot but him on the first night, and he was down. And I mean, it didn't help that Brian started with a $500 buy-in. Everybody else is $100, and then Brian decided to up it the next night and go for $1,000 buy-in.
This is blackjack, right? He's just playing the dealer at a blackjack table.
Yeah.
$10 hands of blackjack, and he bought in for $1,000. I think he went down like 120, and then he cashed out. So it didn't even make a difference. He had no reason to do it, just to do it. But I give Taylor the props. Thank you for hosting.
Oh yeah, it was great fun.
Did he get back even or close to?
I think he ended up 200 up.
Oh, I should start doing that instead of making up fantasy football lines.
Yeah, he got 70 off of me. So
there's always a couple people that fund everybody else.
I was not the
like plus 40, I think. That was close.
Yeah, I was not the biggest loser. My next one is to my next one. I'm going to jump right into it. Most likely to turn a smoke alarm into a one-hit wonder is a joint award to Floody and Brian.
Wait, did you guys have to fix it? I forgot about that thing.
No, I thought I put it back up. I hope it stayed.
Okay, good.
I could barely reach it, just like y'all could.
Yeah, the very first night, at 2 a.m, the battery decides to start dying on the smoke detector in our room. So it's just that beep, beep.
Oh, jeez.
Kept me and T Stout up. Brian climbed up on my shoulders to try to get the battery out of it and just dismantled the entire thing.
It
So
wasn't.
no,
He didn't break it. It was just he just
unplugged it or something.
Yeah.
But it was 15 feet in the air because we were on the top floor of the cabin.
What time was it?
So, oh no, that was the next morning.
Yeah, we let it beep for a while. It wasn't me. I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I imagine you guys like the 7 dwarves standing on each other's shoulders at 2 a.m.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Justin, you got another one?
All right, I got one more. Before we get into this one, this is so after the draft. There was a few festivities on Saturday night. While the motion to slap fight failed, the drive to slap fight did not fail. I think it was aided by the 12 bourbon shots that Benda decided to give everybody.
My mouth started
sweating
when I saw that picture. Oh my god!
Yeah,
it was so much fun though, and they were pretty good.
Some of them were good. Some of them were not. But this 12 shot. So we get the 12 shots, and they're on this little platter to do our tasting with. And I looked at Brian and I said, "Are we racing to get through these?" And he was like, "Hell no." 20 minutes later, I was through 5 of them, and he was just tasting them. And he said, "Damn it!" And he started shooting them too. And so then it was a race, and we got through all 12 of them each. And then as soon as we were done with the 12, everybody else was done with their tastings. And I don't know who asked first, but somebody said, "Are we slap fighting?" And so then me and Brian,
y'all went first.
get up there, start slapping away, and that started the bouts. And so we had quite a few different matchups going there.
Were there lines and wagers made on was it cockfighting?
It should have been, but no. We weren't keeping up with that at that point. It was
no one was keeping up.
Just tackle what was in front of you.
Yeah.
So was there a rule to not hit the face?
We did have rules, yeah. No, I mean nothing hard to the face, yeah.
Yeah,
body shots only. So my award goes to Mr. Andy Ligotti for the quick draw champion. Because that dude is motherfucking fast.
I think you texted me, like, I think Andy's been taking boxing lessons or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
crazy. He
He's
gets
been
up there
chasing a
and
chicken
just-
around in a boxing ring like Rocky.
I've never seen anybody that fast. That was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. He would just tag you up and you never had a
Oh,
chance
pick a fight with Andy. No, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Until I went against Brian. He said, "No, we're doing 2 rounds. First round, he just sat back and lulled you into a false sense of security. And the second round, it's pow, pow, pow.
A little rope-a-dope.
Oh, nope, not fun. Not fun.
All right. You got one more for us?
I got one more, and it's a little self-deprecating. Most likely to YOLO the strategy meeting, and that goes to me because I threw my draft strategy out the window immediately.
Yeah, you did the tea stout. Somebody had to.
Yeah. So that was fun.
At least you had one going into it.
What was the hourly? How many hours between your Amon-Ra pick and your next pick? 4?
No, I got Jared Goff. Like I nominated Jared Goff and thinking that somebody would get him, and nobody took him.
Okay.
So.
So then
But I know Goff's not the best QB, but he's got a stack with Amon-Ra. So
somewhere in there, though, you were like, you jumped up the bid really fast that nobody else was going to match.
yeah.
Was that Goff?
no,
that was Amon-Ra.
that was
Oh,
just
Lamar.
$1 bid.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened? It was like 36-46, and then
Oh no, that wasn't Amon-Ra. That was the wide receiver before that. That I got.
Brian Thomas.
It was Brian
I
Thomas.
Chase
Jumped him up
Brown.
real
I
quick.
sent this to Chase Randolph because he's my proxy next week. And that was the first one he pointed out. I was like, Chase Brown for 43, huh? I love that Chase is my proxy next week because full circle, Chase was a proxy at our very first auction draft.
Well, this isn't that. Never mind. Okay. Wrong league.
Yeah.
Did y'all pass a rule? Am I going to get thrown in the pool?
No, that one failed. The One True League failed. So.
Truly.
We have a new. We have a couple of motions for next year.
Yes. There was talk about expanding the league, and we'll jump back into the commissioner's corner real quick. The commissioner's stance is that the league is at a good size for roster management and does not need to be expanded.
Yeah, protect the borders. We don't need any immigration into the league.
That's right.
So solely for roster management, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to do ranks? I've been staring at this draft board for 3 days, just beating it. I'm so happy to be back in the mix. Although, I can't be too hard on my guy. First time auction draft. So it's hard for everybody.
All right, let's see what you got then.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through to talk about my ranks, and just wait till the end where you want to pick fights, or you want to just agree with all of it, or go through, because Bama also said he ranked his own just because it's so fun. So we'll see where we disagree. At first, what I was changing when y'all were talking earlier, I didn't mean to do it initially, but I actually ended up, and I kind of massaged it towards the end with grouping basically ranking each rivalry. So I put everyone next to each other. But as I was looking at it again, I realized I had Bama way too high when I was doing that.
Yeah.
So he kind of screwed it all up. But I initially had myself and Nathan at the bottom. Pop quiz, how many top 32 players do I have on my roster? If you look at
I'm looking at the board right now.
Oh.
I'm going to go with 0.
1, and he's injured.
Ooh,
AJ Brown. So yeah, we basically traded our first round pick for 4 5th round picks, which is exactly what I do every year. So I can't be upset at all. But I had a call with Schultz, and I was like, hey, it's really hard to pull the trigger. I always end up with a bunch of mid-round players, and I think I should have been more clear and say don't do that because I think he's like, okay, that's what I should do. Or I don't know how it ended up, but perfect impersonation. And I used to have Nathan right above me, but I had to bring our other many times over champion down to the bottom with me.
Yeah. No, I gave myself a D. I gave myself a D.
Yeah, we've got the worst two teams. It's pretty clear.
I've got some great receivers, but I don't have anybody to back them up.
Yeah, for completely different reasons. You are incredibly top heavy. You got my favorite quarterback. You got great receivers, and then literally nothing else. And I'm just a bunch of mid. And I don't think you can build championship rosters with either of those strategies. So we're in trouble. Maybe we could trade. I'll give you some running backs for one of those receivers.
Yeah, we'll look at something.
Bama's one running back injury away from just being a complete meltdown.
Yeah. Okay.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So next is Mr. Callahan. And when I first looked at his team, I thought it was disgusting. But the more I look at it, it is pretty well rounded. I love Ashton Genty. He shouldn't have gone for $35. I had him bolded on my list. Get Ashton Genty. $35 is stealing.
No, maybe for the draft rankings, yes. I am terrified of the Raiders' offensive line.
Yeah, maybe. I think he's gonna be awesome. Brian, unfortunately, has a bunch of tiny bones to running backs. All of his running backs are like 5.
He got one-eyed Harris.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that too. Something about AI, about Nathan. I don't know. I was gonna steal PFT's joke. I don't know if you've listened to PMT from this morning.
Oh.
That Najee Harris is the only AI back in the league or something like that. He has AI. I don't know. Love that. It's a classic Brian team. Like Nathan's winning $100 this year.
Yeah, I gave him a C+. I gave Brian a C+.
So we're kind of in lockstep so far. Where'd you have me, Low?
I actually liked your team better. I had you on the 5 B- C+ range.
Mid. Yeah. Okay.
Mid.
All right. Next, this is where Nathan is, and at first I was like, holy shit, this team is hilarious because it is like 6 years old, but you can't overlook a Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley backfield. Like that can't be any lower than 7th, and it probably should be higher, honestly. Quarterback is a problem.
He's the same boat though. He's got no. I mean, I don't know. ETN's a risk. Kamara, who knows?
His receivers scare the shit out of me. I had Miami Dolphins in bold. Do not draft any of them.
Yeah, same. Dolphins O and Jets O. Don't touch them.
So that's a huge problem. But like those two names at the top, I couldn't go.
Then he has 0 receivers.
Yeah, maybe an awesome receiver, maybe someone that is gonna not be in the league in 6 weeks. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Before we leave Nathan, I just want to remind everybody that he nominated and chose Anthony Richardson with like the 6th pick or something. His 6th nomination.
He thought he was being sneaky.
I think we got to do better as a league next year, and maybe this is my fault for not being there. But it seems like research was down, like you said.
He clearly missed a pretty major update.
So. Everybody kind of just slipped this year, snuck up on us.
Well, he's been going cross country. He hadn't been using his plane time to read appropriate articles. He's been watching movies instead.
He's a liberal now, so
yeah, he slid on the scale.
Yeah, liberals flying airplanes.
Probably watching CNN instead of doing fantasy study.
Last year was his excuse. He was like chasing women, trying to get married. Now, like what? Like that was 6 months ago. Like he should be ready to roll.
All right, who you got next?
All right, so now kind of getting to the meat of it. This is like the teams. A lot of the teams this year, which I guess is what you're supposed to do in a 10-team league, are just really top heavy. And Andy's another one of those. But it's at least diversified top heavy. It's not just like Bama or Nathan where it's like all of one. So that's why Andy gets to be the king of the top heavy teams. He does like whatever he said in that graphic. He's got 2 of the best players in the league. He's got Jane Daniels, could be the best QB. And then he's got some sneaky, really good players that I really like. Like I really wanted Ricky Pearsall. I really wanted Juan Jennings. Like those Niners, I think are going to be good. I just saw that Joe Mixon's starting on the PUP list, so that's a huge problem.
And Juwan Jennings is about to hit IR.
Yeah, so RB2 is a problem. It goes back to the studs and duds thing that we've seen in the bottom half of the league. So Andy's probably going to be in the Bandy Bowl.
He spent $150 in a matter of minutes, so he was pretty strapped for a lot of the time too. And then he did the same thing, kept nominating. If it wasn't for Taylor Stout, Andy's team would have an additional 3 running backs that are third string running backs in place of some of these other guys that he has that are starters or second strings.
So we're about to see a lot of moves from Taylor on the waiver wire tomorrow morning?
Probably. Well, probably not. He probably hasn't paid attention to it at all.
Speaking of Taylor, he is 5th. And I know he feels pretty highly about his team, but there's just some gross names. Tennessee Titans is another do not draft team for me. So starting the team with that is tough. Maybe he just went Mr. Value, like you're saying, just snagging guys. It's a lot of guys off the trash heap, but it's at least kind of like diverse. You could get something there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as egregious as some of our other teams I've mentioned, so he gets 5th. But he feels like he's going to be in the Bandy Bowl.
He bragged the whole draft about how you don't need a $50 player to win you the league.
And a 10 teamer you do. 100% you do.
And his highest here is Jonathan Taylor at 41.
Yeah.
So should not have been over Genty and some others. So
I don't remember the last time I drafted a $50 player, and I don't remember the last time I won the league. Like, I think those are very correlated things. My best team was the one Juice drafted when he just YOLO'd like Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen and stuff. All right. Final 4 are playoffs. And if you guys have noticed, there's 2 full rivalries remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be a rivalry pure playoffs this year.
Okay.
The first rivalry, and this is where I did keep my grouping together, is the Hanky rivalry coming in the 3rd and 4th.
That's fair.
Sam's team's good. Matt did a very good job drafting a Sam team. Like, if I looked at that team, I would have thought Sam drafted that team.
It's when you were looking at Brian's team and you said, "Oh, that's clearly a Brian draft." This is clearly a Sam and Matthew draft.
Which is funny because Sam didn't even really like talk to him.
He gave him some notes, and so that's why he has Bijan, Penix, 2.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's got
Lamar,
Ladd,
Kyle Pitts, Kenneth Walker, Sam loves Seattle running backs.
No, he has. Oh well, Pitts was definitely a Sam thing. He's got every Falcon.
Yeah,
and then he has every Georgia grad because that's Matt O'Connor drafting.
That's the 2 brains mushing together.
And every nomination that Matthew O'Connor did was a Georgia nomination.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it is George Pickens, Ladd McConkey.
Well, he doesn't have them all, but everyone he nominated was a Georgia guy.
That's great.
Yeah,
it's a good team.
See,
Good job.
I thought Sam's team is the most balanced. I had him A+ best draft.
It could have been even better. It's crazy. There's 3 teams with $15 last players. That is egregious.
I'm worried about his receivers. I like his team a lot. I'm a little worried about the receivers.
Yeah,
he's got
some dollars somewhere else.
he's got some busts. He's got some boom or bust receivers.
Like, he's got T-Mac, the T-Mac. I can't say that guy's name, so that's T-Mac. We can't use Terry.
McMillan. So T-Mac, I like. I'm high on T-Mac. He was the best receiver in college
Especially
football.
after he booked that contract today.
Huh?
Especially after he booked that contract today.
No, Terry's fine. This is
T-Mac.
Now we're doing it again.
We're talking about Pretoria McMillan.
Oh, Tet. Okay.
But they're saying T-Mac has drops in training camp. We'll see.
Can Sam's team name be the Tet offensive? Is that offensive? For me to get that? I know it's not Vietnamese, but it's funny.
The Scat Pack, the Tet offensive, the Coup Brigade. I don't know.
And so since I did group them, Justin, you're next. This is my favorite team. I had Josh Jacobs as a player I really wanted. Drake London, player I really wanted. I don't know about Harrison Butker. Don't really want to get political, so I don't want that guy on my team. That might be your biggest miss. But like, Diggs could be awesome. Who knows?
I did think Harrison Butker would get nominated or bid up, and then I guess nobody wanted to touch the politicalness. But I've never had him, so I'll ride with him.
Yeah, it's a solid team. Jalen Hurts is just guaranteed 15 to 25 points every week. Like, that's so nice. Really solid squad. I think if you hit on tight end or upgrade tight end somehow, this
Colston Loveland.
goes places.
You
Yeah,
don't
he
like-
could be awesome. Who knows? There's some really good rookie tight ends this year. Who knows?
I heard you were targeting him.
Was my proxy slipping notes?
He was my last pick, and then he told me after.
Oh, yeah, I had him on there. Yeah, so you're third, but these other two guys, I really like the squads. I can't believe Binda ran it back with CMC. The ball is on that guy to do that again after getting Sacco. That also kind of points to I don't think we punished him enough for him to just do it all over again.
The CMC bid was definitely one that it was one of those like bid wars where he was going to keep saying a number. I forget who else was bidding. They were going to keep saying a number, and it drifted up a little bit. I'm not convinced he actually wanted CMC. I think he just wanted to be part of the action of a bid war, but he got him. So
he could be a stud. I love Chuba Hubbard. He was another name I liked. The receivers are solid. The bottom names are kind of gross, but those are all wide receiver twos behind Nico. Like I wanted Bo Nix. It's good. Y'all are right there. Your team is just as equal as him.
I wanted Chubb. He outbid me on Chubb, and it was dumb because I didn't know I was going to have the dollars left at the end.
Yeah, he got Bowers too, which I know he's on the. I know Bowers is on the Raiders, and the Raiders are rough, but Bowers could be the guy that snags their team.
Yeah, it's a great squad. But Kings stay Kings. Gotta beat the champ to be the champ. Holt did it again, man. Really great squad. I don't know how you guys let him do it.
All right, so
Holt was sneaky with his bids. He was really quiet.
He definitely did the reserve strategy where he waited a long time.
Wait, where's his other receiver? Now that I'm looking at this again, like
I don't like his receiving core because I'm scared of Matt Stafford in LA. I'm scared of all of the quarterbacks in New York. Rashee Rice is going to be suspended probably. DJ Moore seems to be dropping to WR3 or could this season. And then that's it. Don't have any other receivers.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, there's some weakness. I think just the starting lineup is awesome, top to bottom. And then there's some depth questions, but it's a 10-team league. You can kind of.
Who are you putting in as starting running back from this team?
Kyron, Travion, and J.K. Dobbins. I love Dobbins. Denver, dude. I think Denver's going to be really good this year.
You think J.K.'s going to keep the start over RJ?
I do, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I think RJ.
It also might not matter. Like everybody uses two running backs now, anyways. I think Denver's just going to be good.
Yeah.
Sean Payton.
And Sean Payton, he dumps it around so much. He never favors one person or the other.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't never draft a Saints guy because you can never guarantee that he's going to get more than one.
Unless you get a Saints tight end for the end zone.
Yeah.
The Travion Henderson, that one, he got him for 19. Going into the draft on my sheet, I wrote Travion, Holt, $20.
I texted him before the I think he sent me Schultz's number, so I was like, "How much you can pay for Travion?" Like everyone knew he was getting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look, I think he has the highest projected week 1 point total. It's an awesome starting lineup.
Interesting.
I think Taylor's number 2, actually. It was hard because nobody set their lineups yet, so you kind of had to do some mental math. There's a lot of top-heavy teams. You know, maybe I survive a war of attrition with my mid-boys, but I'm going to end up dropping half of them just to get a quarterback and a tight end and a kicker. But good job, guys.
It was a great draft, great weekend. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, right off the dome, where would you rank it?
Who's picking flowers?
Oh, how did the mugs go?
The mugs were good. Everybody took some home. I've got like 12 left over.
Everybody got 3.
And we left a couple up there for our host to have at the mountain to commemorate the weekend.
Leave them at my friends' houses, just like put them in their homes without asking them.
But no, it was a good draft. It was a fun draft. It's not in my top 3, but you know, like the separation between top 3 and top 10 it's very, very small. Very small separation.
It's always a good time with the boys. If you guys win, where are you drafting this year?
If I win, maybe Boston.
What has happened to you?
I want some lobster rolls, man. And there's a
Oh,
casino
yeah.
there.
There's a casino there. Justin, what about you?
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of have a lot of trips and things planned for next year already. So maybe just a lake draft, but an actual lake draft
Yeah.
where we actually are on the lake with the
Yeah, this
water.
was billed as a lake draft.
The house, there were signs everywhere: lake house, lake house, lake house. There was no lake.
We couldn't even see the water. We did see a bunch of deer though. You would have loved it.
All I saw was spiders, massive spiders. The entire house.
Spiders and poop.
Spiders and poop, spiders and poop.
I thought we were gonna have a bear go through the trash, but I guess we were too loud.
That's been fun. All right, guys, thanks for doing this. I hope the boys like it. We're probably gonna forgo the typed up draft ranks this year. I think this satisfies the requirement. And then I think maybe we'll do like a every other week cadence, or just anytime something happens. I'm kind of just waiting on Nathan to do something funny, and then we'll get him on here.
Like it.
But yeah, thanks for hopping on. Love seeing your face.
man.
Well, we're
Good
gonna
luck
need
this season.
a post-birth pod upgrade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got Taylor on pretty early after his. I remember that. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll just have a dad podcast. Sorry, Justin, you're not alone.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'll just go to the bar or go golf or do any of the other things I can do because I don't have a job.
Okay. Focus right in the eye.
Well, Denaji.
Yeah, good luck this season,
I
guys.
think I missed the AI joke. I was thinking about that this morning. The one bit of prep I did, I blew it. By prep, I mean stealing from a podcast. All right, dudes. See ya.
See ya.